The Prometheus materialized in Earth's outer system without warning, its sudden appearance causing every sensor array from lunar to the asteroid belt to shriek in alarm. For 7 years, the deep space exploration vessel had been listed as missing, presumed lost somewhere beyond the Helix Nebula. Now it hung in space, like a ghost-made manifest, its hull gleaming with an impossible sheen that seemed to absorb and reflect light simultaneously. Admiral Rebecca Torres stood in the command center of Earth Defense Station Alpha, watching the tactical display with growing unease. The Prometheus looked exactly as it had when it departed, a sleek, kilometer-long research vessel designed for long-range exploration. But something was fundamentally wrong with the readings. "What am I looking at, Commander Park?" Torres asked, studying the scrolling data streams. Commander David Park, Earth's chief science officer, shook his head in bewilderment. "Admiral, our sensors can't get a coherent reading. The ship appears to be there, but it's also not there. It exists in a quantum superposition that shouldn't be possible at a macro scale." Before Torres could respond, her communications officer's voice cut through the tension. "Admiral, we're receiving a transmission from the Prometheus. It's Captain Morrison." Torres had known James Morrison for 15 years. They had served together during the Centauri border conflict, and she had personally recommended him for the deep space mission. "Put him through." The main screen flickered, revealing Morrison's familiar face. He looked exactly as he had 7 years ago, not a day older, not a single new line around his weathered eyes. Behind him, the bridge of the Prometheus appeared normal, yet somehow different. The lighting seemed more vibrant. The displays showed symbols that Torres didn't recognize. "Rebecca," Morrison said, his voice carrying an odd harmonic quality. "It's good to see you again." "Jim, where the hell have you been? We lost your signal in the Vale sector 7 years ago." Morrison smiled, but there was something ancient in his eyes. 7 years? From our perspective, we've been gone for 3 days. "We found something out there, Rebecca. Something that changes everything." Before Torres could ask for clarification, her tactical officer called out in alarm. "Admiral, we have incoming ships. Multiple contacts, approaching fast." The display updated to show a dozen vessels dropping out of hyperspace around Earth's perimeter. Torres recognized the designs immediately: Vorthan Imperium dreadnoughts, their hulls bristling with quantum disruptors. The Vorthans were the galaxy's military superpower, a species that had conquered half the known systems through superior technology and ruthless efficiency. "This is War Master Kethvar of the Vorthan Imperium." A harsh voice crackled through the communications array. "We claim salvage rights on the vessel designated Prometheus. Stand down immediately." Torres felt her blood run cold. The Vorthans never claimed salvage rights, they simply took what they wanted. The fact that they were making legal demands meant they were afraid of something. "Jim," Torres said urgently, "what did you find out there?" Morrison's expression grew serious. "We found the architects, Rebecca. The species that built the quantum corridors, the hyperspace beacons, the fundamental infrastructure of galactic civilization. They've been watching us, all of us, for millions of years." On the tactical display, more ships appeared. Zilithian science vessels, their elegant forms crackling with energy shields. Trillion warships, their crystalline hulls refracting starlight into impossible patterns. Even the mysterious Nexari had sent representatives, their ships barely visible against the cosmic background. "This is unprecedented," Commander Park whispered. "Every major power in the galaxy is converging on our position." Morrison continued speaking, seemingly oblivious to the gathering armada. "The architects offered us a choice, Rebecca. They said humanity has reached a critical juncture. We can either remain as we are, bound by the physical laws that govern this reality, or we can transcend. They gave us a gift to help us decide." Torres watched as the alien fleets took defensive positions around Earth's system, each maintaining careful distance from the others and from the Prometheus. The message was clear: they were all here for the same reason, and none of them wanted to fight for it. "What kind of gift?" Torres asked, though she was beginning to suspect the answer would terrify her. Morrison gestured to someone off-screen, and the bridge lights dimmed. When they returned, Torres gasped. Morrison's crew had changed not physically, but something fundamental about them was different. They moved with fluid grace, their eyes held depths that seemed infinite. And when they looked at the cameras, Torres felt as though they were seeing through time itself. "The architects showed us how to manipulate the quantum foam that underlies reality," Morrison explained. "We can alter the fundamental constants of physics within localized areas, create pocket universes, accelerate or reverse entropy, turn thought into matter and matter into pure energy." The communications array erupted as the alien fleets began broadcasting simultaneously. The Vorthans demanded immediate surrender of the technology. The Zilithians pleaded for peaceful sharing of knowledge. The Krillians offered vast wealth in exchange for even basic principles. The Nexari, typically silent, transmitted complex mathematical equations that seemed to be attempts at communication. Morrison ignored them all, focusing solely on Torres. "The architects said this would happen. They warned us that every species faces this moment when they discover powers that could reshape the galaxy. Most choose conquest. Some choose isolation. But humans," he paused, "humans have a third option, which is—" Morrison smiled, and for a moment, Torres could swear she saw galaxies spinning in his eyes. "We become gardeners, Rebecca. We help other species grow beyond their limitations. We guide the galaxy towards something better than endless war and expansion." Around Earth, the alien fleets began powering weapon systems, their patience wearing thin. Torres realized that whatever decision humanity made in the next few minutes would determine the fate of not just their species, but potentially every civilization in the galaxy. The Prometheus hung in space, a testament to human curiosity and courage, now carrying power beyond imagination. And every alien empire in known space was preparing to fight for it. Morrison leaned forward, his transformed features both alien and achingly familiar. "So what's it going to be, Admiral? Will Earth choose wisdom or force?" The universe held its breath, waiting for humanity's answer.